Hey y'all, can you guys see me? Hi guys, can you see me? Let's see, comments. Hey Netta, how are you? Y'all don't mind me, I look a mess today, so I didn't get to put any foundation on or anything. Hey Mary, how are you? Thank you. I like literally just washed my face with Melody's product, so I didn't get to put any makeup on. So bear with me. Thank you. Baby, hey Kim. Okay guys, come on in, let's chat because obviously people came knocking at our door. Okay, Stormy, so we're gonna push through and come through that door that you come knocking on, right? Hey Vashal, thank you. Hey Miss Dawn December, my if y'all don't know Dawn December, yeah, she keep you posted, okay? She keep you posted. So Just waiting for a few more people to come in, and this is going to be like an open panel if you guys want to come up and talk after I say what I have to say when it comes on to Stormy, because you have way too much smoke for us, right? You have way too much smoke for us. Hey, Ebony, you are beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to see if we get any. Dawn December, can you be my moderator today? I'm going to give you a wrench. If you see anything that's rude, block them with my permission. So I just gave you a wrench. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes I like to get, pretty up. People always say, oh, you look better without the makeup anyway. So, hey, Cheryl Michael, how are you? Welcome to our live panel. African Goddess, how are you, beauty? So thank you so much. Okay, I just put it there, so you're all set. If anything, because people tend to want to be rude and disrespectful, and I don't do rude and disrespectful. Okay, so if you guys are put on timeout, make sure you know that it's done by Dawn December. Okay. All right, guys. So apparently, Stormy called herself being in her feelings, and she decided to vent. Same vent. Let me first tell you guys this. I never had any issue with Stormy. When Stormy first came on the scene, I was like, oh, baby, Melody has someone in her corner. Thank you. I don't normally go live, so yeah. I was like, okay, Melody got someone in her corner, gonna have her back against Scott 1.0 and 2.0, because y'all know what happened in season 1. Season 1 is where they start hating her at that spa when they start calling her bougie. We all know Melody's far from bougie. Okay? And I was like, oh, it's gonna be lit. Stormy and the way she was coming for Destiny, we're like, okay. But then when that whole thing went down with her and she started groveling at Destiny's feet, and then I heard that she was friends with the slaw, the mistress. You know what? I come to understand that it seems as if these ladies on the show don't know what it means to protect their friend, right? They don't know what it's like to have a best friend, to know that, okay, if I see my girlfriend husband doing wrong, I'm not going to sit out there and be like, like it's okay. It's not okay. If my friend see my husband out there doing something, I expect her to come and tell me, like, listen, I know this might hurt your feelings, but I just saw him out there talking to this chick and it didn't look right. It's up to me on what I want to do with that information, right? So to know that Stormy knew about the former mistress, and we're going to call her former mistress because that situation with Melody is done. So she's now a former mistress. Stop calling her mistress. She's former now. And that's why she feels entitled to continue feeling like, oh, she's on the same level as Melody. You not. Let's be clear. So she's a former mistress. I'm not going to have a warehouse and see somebody parked out my yard waiting for their man or whoever that person was to her, and I know what's going on with somebody that I'm trying to get into some type of business with, and now that I'm in the same line of business with her, I'm not going to say, hey, listen, I know all of this is going on with you and Martell. And if you so claim that Martell and your husband is such good friends, so your loyalty lies with your husband in keeping this a secret? Is that it? That you couldn't say to Melody, hey, I know all of this is going on, but I know the chick. Even that would have been good. For years, Stormy came out, and even at the meetup that Carlos put together to, I don't know, trying to see if Melody's crew run as deep as it does, trying to see if the millimeters are as deep as we run. And I guess he found out because his tickets got sold out twice. We run deep. So when I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. She's so petite. She's so pretty. And I'm like, okay. I even said, Stormy, can you unblock me? Because I really didn't do nothing to you for you to block me. But now you're going to come out with the same regurgitated story of you being attacked, you this, you that. Ma'am, you were a nobody on the show until Mel brought you in. Till you got a spot, literally. Right? So now you want to team up with the Scotts to say, oh, the millimeters are attacking you and not. We only speak the truth. I can go back onto the Better Business Bureau and pull up complaints stemming from how long? So how now you want to blame us for your issues? I'm trying to paste the link. Okay. How now you want to blame us for your issues? We have nothing to do with that. And for you to bypass everything else, like what is this thing on now blaming the millimeter? Are y'all really trying to see if you could dismantle us? Because it's not going to happen. It don't matter what you do. We're not going anywhere. We're not going to break up. You're only going to make this deeper. Y'all claim y'all have so many fans. Where are they? Where are your supporters? Why aren't they talking on your behalf? That's the problem right there. Melody supporters, we stand up. We talk. We point stuff out. Where are your people? Scotts, where are your team? Where are your fan base? Where are they? As far as I'm concerned, Melody's the only one who has a fan base. Y'all don't. Y'all don't have a fan base. Y'all people who probably just say, okay, I like Stormy because, I don't like how things are going on over here. But they do not support you guys as hard as how we rock for Melody. So y'all trying to get people to turn, y'all just going to make people come to us or want to join what's going on over here. The standing up for what's right. Let's be clear. Okay? It's disgusting. Black Titanic didn't really do anything to you. She went there to make a purchase. Okay, ma'am, you probably should go online to do this. We don't really want anyone coming to the store, which is what your statement said. So why now you're still talking about the same thing that was already discussed? Point out something else that we did to you, Stormy. Point out something else that we did. Since that whole incident happened, pinpoint what we did. I mean, we waiting. There's nothing else that happened that you can say the millimeters did to you. I'm trying to look back to see what happened in January. January, you showed up. at the Millimeter meetup. You didn't talk about it. Normally, when you have some chaos going on or you scared about something, you're gonna run to the hospital. I feel nervous. I'm feeling attacked. They're calling me ugly. If you're not ugly, don't answer to that. I don't think you're ugly. As a Black woman, you're very beautiful. But if you're not ugly, why are you running with that narrative? You brought it on the reunion. Oh, they talk about my nose. But then you came out and say how you love your features. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. That's right. I don't get it. Stop blaming the millimeters for stuff. Y'all on this new thing now where, okay, they're not talking about us. We're putting out clips and showing that we're doing this, we're doing that. We don't see any content creators making any post about it. They're not talking about it. You guys don't want us to talk about it, so we're staying silent. I'm confused. What do you want from us? What do you guys really want from us? Cass said, I'm still confused at her coming to the podcast event, knowing folks were there. Exactly. I didn't even know she was there, I think, until I think Carla says, Carla says something about her being in the building. I didn't even know she was there. Mary says, Melody is beautiful with or without the makeup, true millimeters. Period. So did you come there to spy on what was going on? Did you guys really come there to see, since her fan talks so much online, let's see if they will show up for her. We're going to roll up for her anytime. I left Connecticut to go see her. Right? So her fan base runs deep. If y'all have so many people following y'all and so many people talking so much good, then tell them to create a YouTube channel and tell them to go talk about y'all. It's just as simple as that. But to come out and then you're going to blast us for stuff that's been happening. You've been having issues. You've been an F in the Better Business Bureau. I'm sorry. Oh, really? Right? All these things were happening way before there was really, truly a millimeter group that was formed. So how are you lodging all these things on us? How? Okay, now I know some of my subscribers told me to come live and they wanted to discuss it. So Melba says, I am a millimeter and I am from Texas. Thank face, Stormy. You are the last thing anybody think about. I don't care about y'all, Melody and the millimeters ain't thinking about. Right. We are not thinking about them. We don't talk about them. If you hear a content creator talk about the other cast members, it's because they're with them. But they don't run deep like the millimeters. But name any millimeter that you hear talk about them. We don't. We don't care anymore. And if Melody chooses to leave the show today and y'all think y'all could carry this show, okay, let's see it happen. Because you can't. You know that. Carlos knows that. Y'all can't carry this show. Y'all don't have the fan base. The fan base is millimeters, is Mel supporters. And y'all should be thanking us, because if it wasn't for us, a lot of people wouldn't know about this. We talk about you guys in season and out of season. You're welcome. You're welcome. Y'all welcome. What? Right, Miss Dawn December. They aren't significant to us. We pull up when they start running their mouth. Exactly. If she didn't come knocking at our door, putting up our symbol, making some lame thing about, oh, the millimeters. Let me see if I could find it. What she's accusing us of. Because, baby, we're not going to tolerate it. This is the same stuff that she's been repeating. Come with something else. Come with something else. Come with something else that you think we did to you, but come with something else, because this ain't it. This is something that you said on maybe 2 reunions ago. Oh, they're pulling up. And we don't need your resume anymore, ma'am. I am super proud. Black woman doing her thing. The same thing you said on the reunion when Latifah told you to go pop some pills. Where's the energy for Letitia then? Where's the energy? Hello? Where's the energy? She literally told you on national television to go pop some pill. And all you could say is, what? Huh? You heard her. You heard her. I'm confused. You can't dismantle us. You can't stop us. You can't tell Mel to stop us, because Mel don't really participate in anything that we got going. This is all us. Stop blaming Mel for what people are doing. Just as how you claim you can't stop nobody from saying what they're saying. You can't stop your mama from saying what she's saying. You can't stop Mel supporters from saying what they're saying. They're gonna say what they want to say. Period. I'm gonna drop the link again, guys. So I know. Let's see. Essie says, wow, yes, beautiful Black queen. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I was just telling them, like, I got eyes under my bag, but I literally just finished using Mel's product, if you can see. Flawless. And I didn't put any makeup on. I just used her product on my face. Let's see. Netta said, remember she told Tisha I'm ignoring. Exactly. She said I was giving you grace. It's funny how she will run after Destiny to get forgiveness. She will run after Letitia to get forgiveness. She would make up with Tiffany in a heartbeat. But when it comes to Melody, it's like she's like, like you want to hate her. You want to have a reason to have some animosity to her. Baby, you said TikTok is doing so good. Then leave. Leave. Leave the show. Mary said Stormy and Tisha planned that little. Exactly. I feel that way too. In all my content about them, I literally feel that they planned that beef. Just like how they were sitting in that, I don't know where they were, and they videotaped it when Marceau said, well, beef with Destiny. African Goddess, I dropped the link. Guys, if you want to come up and have a conversation, because see my eyes, I'm a little bit sleepy. There is no beef. It was all planned for me. To me, I honestly believe that they know. And that's why I always want every one of us content creators to think. They know we're watching them. They know we post everything they do. They know that, right? There was nothing going on. Then you saw Maurice come out with his lawsuit. Then we found out that Black was closed allegedly. Then that was a big deal. We made a big deal out of that. Now this. Come on, y'all. We're seeing right through you and we're not falling for it. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. Y'all trying to get us riled up to make us look like we are just these misbehaving kids, Melody's misbehaving kids that always attacking people. And we're not. We're not. You sent for us. If you didn't put that chess piece, we would have ignored you because hashtag moving in silence, meaning we're not talking about you guys. Right? We're going to stop blaming the millimeters for stuff. We're going to stop. Okay, we got someone. I'm going to add Afro Goddess to the stage. Welcome, friend.
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you loud and clear, Queen. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Good.
Well, I was telling you back in January when you went to Huntsville, I told you that Stormy's a snake. Remember when we were talking and you said, "Oh, she's so nice." I said, "She's a snake." She was just going over there just to see what was going on, and she was never Mel's friend. She has never been Mel's friend. And if you notice, even Kiki, she befriend Kiki, right? But
Mm-hmm.
now she's best friend with AL. I don't want to call his name.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like she's struggling with something. And because Mel is just rising, she's just not happy with it.
Honestly, just
Something is wrong with her.
I honestly don't get it. If you sat on the stage this last reunion and you were going at Letitia with this Black speech and Black business owned, they're struggling coming up. I want to see everybody succeed, but
Hmm.
come out and literally blame the millimeters for your business. Like, lawsuits are documents that can be obtained.
Hmm.
Everything that happened to you, it's out there. Your reviews I can pull up before the show is out there on the Better
Hmm.
Business Bureau site. So why are you blaming the millimeters for that? We have nothing to do with that.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. It's just envy. Like these people, it's just envy. Right now, she's friends with Letitia again because of what happened with the last expo, whatever she calls it. And and it wasn't even a millimeter that brought that to light. It was somebody that was their friend that they had disagreement, and the millimeter just talked about it, just like you guys talk about everything else, and they get upset. So all of this is just like they just want to isolate Mel and for Mel not to have a fan base, and they're not going to be able to do that. So because of that, it's just jealous. Envy and jealousy is what is driving these people crazy, and they're not going to win. And Carlos King is behind it. I've been saying this from day one. Something about that guy I just don't like. He's behind all of this stuff. I don't like him.
But
Something about him.
and me and you have had conversation. I just don't know what's his reasoning. It's like, pick a side and stick with it. One, you have too much love to go all around the same amount to everyone. It's the same speech. It's like he used the same speech on all the females. everyone. I love them. I don't have a favorite. I don't. No, no. You
He
have
didn't
to send a
expect Mel to
to
be
me.
the way how Mel ended up becoming so successful. And so he thought he created this platform. And I think everybody else is like kissing up his ASS, and Mel is not doing that. So that drives him crazy. That drives his ego crazy. And I think that's the problem. So what he does, he goes behind the cast and he plans stuff. Like when you see how they move, you know it's him that is planting these ideas in their head. If not, they would have got better. But he's the driving force to this cast. That's why they act in this way. Because if not, they would have all come together by now. But I believe he's the reason why love and marriage is the way it is today.
Do you
My
think
opinion.
that these ladies have husbands similar to Martell ways, and that's why they cannot understand what Melody has gone through?
I believe so, and especially in the South, yeah, growing up. Well, I wouldn't, yeah, I think so. Yeah, because what else? I think they wanted Melody to stay with Hotel and suffer through it. And because she defined it, they don't like that. So they're just never going to respect it because they see something that they could never be. It's just envy and jealousy. When I see everything they're doing, it's just envy and jealous, which is very dangerous.
Right.
That's one of the greatest sin, envy and jealous.
But then they always want to say, oh, we're black women, we're queens, we're entrepreneur. There's a lot of facet that comes with being a black woman, us being strong and independent, and a woman struggling through the worst moment, the worst embarrassment that she could have ever gone through, and you're not empathetic to that. It's like you guys, get joy
Mm-hmm.
from it.
And they're so quick to say that a lot of us who support Mel is because we have husbands and boyfriend who are like our ex-husband. My husband is a wonderful man. He's never, you can never say never, but from my eyes and just being with him all throughout these years, he's never done any of what we see these men do to these women. So it's just like we have eyes. It's just like we could see when people are being bullied, and they've been bullying Mel since day one, and that's how the millimeters were formed. That's how people, because I've been watching this show from day one, and I was not necessarily a Mel's fan because her voice was so annoying to me. And but I thought she was a beautiful, and and then when I start seeing what the entire cast were doing to just isolate her and bully her, I'm
Mhm.
like, this is crazy. And that's how a lot of us came and just admire the strength that she had. And because a lot of them don't have that. They envy this woman and they want to isolate her. So they felt like the only way they could do that is by getting rid of our fans, and that's gonna make us even stronger. And if they're not happy, why can't they just? I made a comment today on one of the fan page, and I was like, if she's not happy, leave this woman show. She built it. Even her ex-husband said that that was her dream. That was Melody's dream. Melody always wanted to be on TV. And another thing that I'm noticing, they don't understand how reality TV works. And so they want to isolate Mel, and then that's not going to happen. I think the more they do whatever they're doing, the more Mel is going to have people support her.
Right. And I think that's what they don't realize. Like, the more you go up against her, the more you try to attack her, and
Hmm.
starting to understand or listen to content creators expressing our disdain for the things that they do, they don't realize you're growing her fan base more.
Hmm.
You're making this army bigger, right?
Yeah. And the more they did, like sometimes I'm not a, what do you call it? Shopaholic, however you said. But when they start going after Mel, or when she did that post, I went on Mel's page and I bought some stuff. I bought the property preservation. That's how me and you, got close. And most of the time I buy stuff, I've spent, close to maybe, including the property preservation. I'm pretty sure I've spent close to $5,000 just supporting Mel. So the more they do stuff, and it's not like we're just obsessed or whatever. It's just because they're trying to take this woman down. And it's like Melody is she has such a wonderful spirit, and I could tell, and it's just envy and jealous, and they're not gonna win. It's just gonna be Melody's gonna keep winning.
And I think that, sorry guys, I think that's what they're afraid of, is her actually continuing to win and win by doing it by herself, right?
Hmm.
They're talking about their crew, they're talking about who they have, but single-handedly, Melody went through the worst of the worst.
Hmm.
And she has rebuilt. Where is the woman empowerment? Where is whoa? I can't
Yeah.
believe she rise back up from what was meant to kill her.
Hmm.
Literally,
Yeah, exactly.
that she gets nothing for that. Besides, people want to come and now attack the people that are supporting her. It
Exactly.
makes sense.
And one thing that bothers me about the rest of the cast that I just can't stand them and I would never support them. At first I would have support each and every one of them. I felt like if somebody built a house and you come into that house, it doesn't matter if you bring in something to make the house better. I believe you're supposed to always pay homage to that person that built the house. And I'm not saying that they need to be bowing down to a melody every second, but
Right,
they have to acknowledge. And I've never once had any of them said anything to acknowledge that Melody was the one who build this platform. It was her story and her ex-husband's story that got all of us watching. That the first season and second season they were running into 1 million. But it's like their hatredness and jealousy have made the show become so toxic that for once I don't even watch it anymore. I'm more on watching you guys, and that's how I get my entertainment. And I get so frustrated and mad and said, if only you guys could just just be thankful for this platform. There's so many talented people out there in the world that don't have the platform that they have to be in front of millions of people to make money. And yet, still, that you guys are so hateful to the person who this was her dream. This was something she wanted to do, and she brought you guys along. How much hatred you guys have that you always want to attack this woman? It's just that I don't understand that. That just mind blow me every
what
single
I
time
get
that.
from it though is, if you notice when they go on like an interview and people really ask them, they're like, like cringe to answer. Oh well, Melody and her ex-husband, they brought they won't even speak to that existence to say, well, it was formed by this. Oh, we all make up the show. No,
It's
Martha.
the jealous.
Yeah, Marta brought y'all on. Y'all's are not Mel's friend.
Hmm.
You're all Martel's friend. He's the type of ninja that will go around, brag to his friends and be like, yo, my wife, she's smart and yada yada yada. She gonna be
Hmm.
places, and I'm a remember y'all.
Hmm.
He's the type of guy that will go around saying those things. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what he did. He made them all promises. And
Yeah.
because Melody was a loving and devoted wife, she went along with it by bringing these people on. And now the ungratefulness of them
Hmm.
is like, come on,
It's
when is enough?
crazy.
When is enough is enough. You don't want to
Hmm.
be on the show. You feel like you're being bullied. You feel like this is not for you. You feel like TikTok is doing an awesome job for you, baby. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. If you feel like the show is such a toxic place for you, and you feel like I don't understand, like they said that they watch reality shows like The Real Housewife of Atlanta, they watch all these other shows. Have they seen what people say about these people on these shows? Like, I'm just confused. Like, if you are so consumed by the fan base, then you don't need to be on the show. It's just mental, it's not for you guys. And I don't understand. It's just Yeah, I just want the show canceled. Honestly, I want the show canceled and I want Mel to have her own show and just take that on. I'm just sick and tired of all of them. They're ungrateful. They just I just can't deal with it. And honestly, it's like mentally I'm like, I don't know how long I could just take this anymore because they're just ungrateful people. It's like you guys have a platform to build and become millionaires and you just throw up at the lady who brought this to light. It don't make no sense.
I honestly think that if they had come on and showed the real, Mel came on and she showed the real.
Hmm.
She didn't hide anything. If they had come on and, talk real talk. Yeah,
Hmm.
this what happened to me, blah blah blah. But you guys want to hide. It's this facade, like, oh, we've always been this prestigious people. We've
Hmm.
always been making money. No,
Hmm.
no.
And
More
yeah, and
so,
that's the problem. When they lie, then the fans or the bloggers get curious. Like when Melody and her ex-husband, I don't like calling his name, you know that, when they came on the scene, Tasha K, the other guy, they were over there digging information to find out. Because I've been a fan since day one. Same with Married to Medicine. So it's like I see more stuff that a lot of people are just coming in now and they just want to be on the bandwagon on whatever is going on. But I've been a fan since day one, since the very first episode. So I know more than other people that is just coming in. So it's just like they were like making fun of Mel. They were saying how stupid she was. They were calling Mel all type of names. And it was like the bully, that's how the Melometer came, it was like how many people were covering the show back then? I remember. And so it's just sad that these people think that they could continue to bully
it,
Melody and get away with it.
the funny thing is, no matter what, if we yell, no more Martel, no more attacking Melody, some reason they come back around to include Mel in stuff or to beef with her. We don't want to see Martel and Melody argue anymore. We don't want to see the cast going after Melody. And it never sees, here comes another season that we might see them coming after Melody, but this time using the Melometer base fan to do that.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm sick and tired of it. That they did the same thing. I wish Mariah, I know we're not talking about. I wish Mariah to Married to Medicine had fan base like a Melody. But I know a lot of people back in the days. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call it how I said. They didn't like Mariah because she was married to an Indian man. That's really what it was, and a lot of people didn't support her like how they did. How we're supporting a Melody. I get so upset that somebody comes up with an idea. It's the crab in, crab in the barrel mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And Alabama is like one of the most, whatever. But so I just want the show canceled. I'm sorry. I get so mad that this is your platform. I don't want to say
No,
what exactly I'm thinking inside.
listen,
So
I'm glad you're here. I
I'm
was
just watching. I'm just watching. I'm just like, oh God, let me just watch what I say, And I'm like, I'm not looking at your comments. I don't want to see what anyone is
no,
saying.
no, no. Everybody's agreeing. I just wish that it wouldn't now come to where you literally don't have anything, but you're attacking the fan base of Melody, and then making it look like Melody, is the one that's setting us to do anything.
No, she don't have that power. Melody don't have that power at all. Like you guys are making your money online and you guys are speaking your truth. And the thing about it that is so sad, it's like when you got I remember I was talking to you when you went down in January.
Mhm.
And you were like, "Oh my God, I really love Stormy. She's so nice, and you were complimenting her." And I was just like,
Very
I was
beautiful.
just like, "B."
But
I
because you
said,
don't know,
you remember I said to you, I said, I don't trust her.
you
I
said
said,
I
she's
don't
like the,
trust her,
yeah. I
but
said, I
because
don't
you met
trust her. I
her,
said, I don't care how beautiful she is
yeah,
inside her. It was like she came there, she had worked really hard so she lost weight. She came there
yeah.
to prove a point, was like, look at me, look at me. It's like you could see it because I saw her and I could see through her. Like it was kind of like a dig. Like, yeah, you guys are talking all bad and whatever. Look at me. I'm rich. I'm this. That's the impression that I got from her. She's a very insecure person, and I wish she could go get the help that she needs. Because at the end of the day, it's a reality show. They're gonna make money somehow. They have to have some type of issue,
Mm-hmm.
some type of drama to keep us going. But she has took it to another. I think she was a fan. She was a fan, and then she came
Yes.
and she paid her way to the show. So she's probably a fan watching it and thinking like, oh my God, when I come over there, I'm gonna tell my story and everybody's gonna like me. So
Right.
because that didn't happen, she blocked me. I remember the time she blocked me because I could sense people. The time she blocked me was when Melody and ex-husband was in the parking lot, and she and her mom went in the car. And then she was like, oh, they were calling me ghetto. Look who is ghetto. And it was the way she was saying it had her mother. And I was just like, something about you is off. I said, we were just supporting you because you are Mel's friend,
Right.
and both of you guys together could show Black women how we could get it done. I said,
Mm-hmm.
but something about you is just off. Girl, she blocked me.
I know.
That's all I said to her. She blocked me. And I was like, oh, I see you. I don't have social media, I don't have a platform that I'm gonna blast you, but I see you. And I said to myself, other people are going to see you soon. And sooner or later, people start calling her out and said, this girl, something about her is not right. She's
Right.
one of those people she thought that she was better if she comes around and she shows her story and she pretends to be nice. So people could say, oh my God, she's so nice. I have a cousin who's just like her. Very demon people. I'm sorry. Like sometimes you have to call it out. They will pretend to be nice, and in the back, they are plotting against you. Look at how she did Kiki. People are not thinking about that. Look at what she did to Kiki. Now, the guy who probably cost Kiki a job, I don't know if she's back, she's all friends with him. Let's see what he's going to post out next week. I bet she has something to do with what he's going to be posting up next week. She's not, something about that girl is just off to me. But
Right.
we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I know. When I went to Huntsville, and again, it's a little starstruck. I was like, oh, and I really, when I finally, I think I heard, like I said, Carla saying that, Stormy's in a building or something to that effect. And at the end, I was there and I saw people taking pictures, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm blocked. Um, and I was basically talking to her to say,
Mhm,
this is the reason why you basically came on the show. We thought you were from Melody, or even when you all was talking in the warehouse,
mhm,
and all of a sudden you just switch on her. For what?
mhm.
And you don't give the same energy of trying to make amends with her as you did with Destiny, as you did with Latifa.
Mhm.
So what is the hate that you have for Mel? What is it about? Is it
Because
because
Mel is a boss. Mel is a boss. She already seen Mel's star. Mel's star is bright. I remember this story. I will never forget this story. There was this guy who was on Oprah, and he was talking about he was on the plane, and everybody died but him. He said when he was on the plane, he saw life. Like some people on the plane when they were transitioned, their light was so like he just sees sparks like just flying, and
Mhm,
some people it was just like so dull. Melody have a star that is so bright. And because they don't understand why this woman have the star that is so bright, that's what it is. It's like she see that Letitia have, I'm sorry, she have a doll. I don't I don't want to say anything mean, but you could tell. So it's like, so it's easy to manipulate Letitia. It's easy for her to manipulate Destiny. But Melody, she's at a level that it's like they don't understand now. Like how this woman could have gone through all what she went through with four children, with a abusive, with an AB ex-husband, with a stinky mouth side or ex-mistress or whatever she calls herself,
My
and
mind.
this lady is still former mistress, and this lady is still shining. They don't understand, so that bothers them. It's like, oh my God. So that's what it's like. It's a spiritual warfare we're dealing with. This is just not something extraordinary. This is something deeper than we and I don't even sometimes I don't even think Stormy knows what's happening because she's allowed herself to have some type of spirit overcome her that she's not even seeing straight. You know, because once you're vulnerable, you allow some type of spirit to enter you, and that's what she's fighting. You know, the Bible said we fight not against our own flesh, but we fight against the spirit of, the dark spirit of this world. And she's allowed that she can see past through what is ahead because her melody would have just exploded
I,
this
I just
platform.
personally, I feel like she has no reason to be mad at Melody. She can't pinpoint why she's really upset with Melody. You guys, she and her mama has too many excuses as to why.
That's what I'm saying. She don't have any reason. It's not her. She's been manipulated by whatever, I don't know. She goes through those spiritual stuff and she's allowed the wrong one to enter her. So she have a envy spirit that has entered her that she just doesn't like Melody because Melody's star is shining. That's all. Like sometimes it's like we don't understand why things are happening because it's bigger than us. It's a spiritual warfare like the other guy that is doing all this stuff, you could tell it's a spiritual warfare. Some of these people, you be like, they're so nice, but they have allowed themselves to be entered into a spiritual realm that doesn't make sense. It's spiritual, it's bigger than her. That had, like, when her mom was talking, you could see the demonic spirit in her. And some people allow themselves to be attacked with demonic spirit. And they were like, like we've had stories like people will do some evil stuff and they'll be like, it's not me, because they've allowed some type of spirit to enter them.
Mhm.
Melody hasn't done nothing to her. She knows that, but she has allowed a spirit to enter her that she's now possessed with envy spirit, jealous spirit, and she's not gonna get rid of us. She better leave that show because we're gonna be with Melody
Yeah, like
till the wheels fall. So
if
I don't
Melody
know.
comes out and post and said, um, I've made a decision that, whatever, whatever, we're gonna be with her. We're gonna go with her. And that's what they need to realize, that the force that Melody has behind her, it's so big. And they just don't see it. That's the
Mm-hmm.
problem. They don't see how big this is. It's bigger than them. So if
Yeah.
y'all think that y'all can dismantle, y'all can talk about us, y'all can accuse us of stuff, let's define the word stalking, Stormy. You said you're being stalked. How? Because someone show up to your place one time, that's stalking. The
Yeah.
courts won't believe that's stalking. That's not stalking, sweetheart. The
And
court.
like she goes on and she's saying people call her ugly. Have she had all the names that people call Melody and her children?
Right,
Has
right.
she like I had to get off those Facebook group because I was like, I'm going to either end up in a place where I don't even know where I'm finding myself. I'm like, my African butt did not come to America. I even said that to Melody. I was like, I think my mom and my dad did not sacrifice for me to end up. I
Right.
was like, let me get the because I was just like, what? Like when I see the
I
hatredness, like,
that
oh, mm-mm.
she owning onto that. Oh, they call me ugly. Oh, they talk about my nose. Oh, this, and then you're gonna do these trigger word. It's mental, and no, you're making it bad for people who is actually suffering from that type of thing.
Mm-mm.
You ran to the hospital the last time. You said you're gonna have a nervous breakdown. You spoke. You were on live. You made a comment as if you were gonna take yourself out. The
Mhm.
fan base, we don't do that. We don't drive you to do anything.
Yeah, and that's a trigger for me, because I worked
Do
with,
that.
yeah, and yeah, that's just that. And
You
people calling her that is not, they don't call her ugly because of I don't believe it's physical. It's more of her ways. It's just she has something about her that people have picked up. And some of the people that have picked up on her from day one, they saw it and they just been on her. And
Right.
she could have just turned it around. But we see on those Facebook groups some of the names that they have called Melody. Some of the names they've called the children, which is
Melody
just
said that
like,
too. Melody said that. Melody said, she told her mom, I've been called worse, but do you see me responding to them?
mm-hmm,
Do you see the things that the Eminem kids have been called? What if someone
mm-hmm,
called your son Chess out his name?
mm-hmm,
You're
yeah,
not experiencing that, so stop putting that on us.
mm-hmm.
Stop saying
Yeah,
leaders are doing that.
I have been on, like, I was on Facebook and I saw some of the names that they were like, my heart was like pounding so bad, like I feel like one day I'm like, oh my God, this is not healthy. So I got myself off. I was just like, this is not even, because I couldn't understand. And these were like older black women that were saying some of these things. I said, nobody gave you guys love when you were when you like what happened that you guys have to be that mean? And if people are sending her messages on a DM or whatever, I'm sorry if people do that to her, but I've witnessed people call her ugly, but I don't think they're calling that in a physical sense. It's just the way she goes around and
Ways,
does
her
stuff.
ways.
Yeah. And then she hide her hand. Like you could tell, like something about her, and she knows what she's doing. And I wish she could stop playing with people,
Does
you
they
know.
all do? She's pulling a destiny, trying to do that empathy thing. That's what they do. And then now you want to put a name to it. You want to put up the chess piece, which we know that's our symbol for millimeters, and attack us saying that we're the one that's causing you. No, ma'am. Fans can't cause you to do anything you don't want to do.
Well, what really happened that got her to maybe what I'm guessing is maybe during this trip that they went, maybe she was faced with some issues that she needs to be accountable, and so she had to play the victim and saying Melody's playing the victim. I don't see Melody ever playing a victim. I don't understand. Like I get so upset when I hear people say that Melody does stuff and hide a hint. Melody's just smart. She's just very strategic how she does stuff. But I don't see her like hiding a hand. Number one, this is the show. We still have to produce to give you guys great content so that you guys would enjoy watching. So obviously some stuff she's gonna do. So I don't,
What is the point in her doing this? Okay, she put her chess piece. Okay, what is the
hmm
point in going into her entire resume? If you're gonna make a point, make a point.
uh-huh.
Coming with, oh, you've been here, you've been doing this, and you the number one store. No, I can Google the actual number one hair care product in the world. Since you want
hmm
to claim that, you're not it, Stormy. You
She's
have bills.
insecure.
You have bills that you have not paid. That is public record.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Stop playing the victim. Stop
Yeah.
playing the victim.
She's very
You're
insecure because
like you and even Carlos when he said if his raindrops did this, like he's trying to say Melody needs to talk to us because he said his raindrops, he would say to them, I would what are you doing? You can't do that. No, Melody don't need to talk to us because we're doing everything of our own will.
of course. Yeah. You guys are all grown women, men
People,
and women. Like, does Beyonce come and tell her
right?
supporter not to do
Yes, they don't
stuff? Does Nicki Minaj tell her support? Like, why should Melody? Because he's talking about his raindrops because he only have five raindrops.
say my
People that are coming
raindrop.
to see, yeah, people that are coming to see him, they're not coming to see him. They're coming to see whoever he's tagging along. If people come to Atlanta, they're coming to see Taylor. If people come, like whoever he's bringing along with him, he needs to do a podcast just by himself and see how many no, mud drop is gonna show up. Maybe one mud, I don't know. Because I don't even think any rain will show up. So I don't know. Like
Like I said,
whatever. I
knocking
don't like him.
I'm not knocking her success. What she did through her quote unquote growing pain, it's to be commended. But every time there's a situation, you want to pose that as if we're supposed to be scared, as if we're supposed to be, you know, intimidated. The fact that you know there's tons of people, Miss Steele, that has done what you did, right? Tons, but you don't hear them saying it day after day after day after day.
Just like I said in the beginning,
My God.
that was the story she came up with to be on the show. She thought by her saying this, I grow this, which is commendable, whatever. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, when she came on the platform, she should have been able to be vulnerable. I started this business during the pandemic and it took off and this happened. You would have got a lot of support.
Oh,
But when you guys came and you start attacking the woman who built this platform, you will never get the support
you
you're
ain't
looking
got
for.
enough
I'm
to come
sorry.
from y'all, and if I sue you, y'all. Remember, she was talking that same thing about filing lawsuits and all this other stuff, and we wouldn't be able to afford a lawsuit, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ma'am,
Yeah. She's a bully, whatever. Like I said this morning, if you think this is too much, get off this platform. Stop talking about the TV show. Stop talking about this woman. Get off the platform
right?
and go have your own show on TikTok and leave us alone. Like, you're not going to come to the house that I built and then start dictating to me what I need to do. Go to California, go to the headquarters in California or wherever and go build your own reality TV on TikTok or wherever they're gonna go next, follow them, whatever. Leave us alone. Like, I'm so sick and tired of her. Just
I
leave us
agree. Like,
alone.
you guys are so don't like the millimeters, and y'all feel like, oh, Melody and her fan base can run the show. We can. And if you don't like it, get off. Save
Exactly.
yourself a problem. Stormy, if this is too much for you and it's causing you to have mental breakdown, I wish that on no one, but take care of yourself and leave
Because
the world.
yeah,
Do
like
what Tiffany did. Tiffany,
exactly.
this
Yeah,
is too much. I cannot. The fans, whatever. But what did you do,
yeah,
Stormy? Even though you've been bragging about your two success with TikTok, kudos for you. You
exactly. We applaud you.
we
We
applaud.
want to see black women win. I want all of us to win. Like, no one is taking that away from me, but at the same time, don't come over to this house that this lady built, that she sacrificed, and think that you're gonna tell the fans what to do. Or yeah, she needs to get off, go to California, go to TikTok headquarters.
Your phone went out. Something happened to your phone. Anyone else want to come up and discuss this? Yeah, guys, it's just too much. If you don't like the show, Stormy, and you think this is too much for you, you know, and you're doing so great with TikTok, I would suggest you stay over there. Mel is not in any competition with you, and I'm gonna say that you're not in any competition with Melody. So if this is too much for you, then leave. Do a Tiffany. But you can't come out here, and I don't know what happened that caused Melody's friend to be like, let me see if I could read what she said. So Melody's friend, um, Shanita Foster, said this. She said, I don't know if you can see over here. She said something, she's like, I really want to cry. No, I really want to write a extremely long post about my beautiful friend at Melody Shari, but I know now is not the time. So something happened. And she said, I woke up this morning and cried tears because of her strength through so much. You have no idea. So what y'all out there doing to Melody? What are y'all accusing her of now? Afro, you back? What are y'all accusing her of? That her friend is in tears of what y'all did. That's what you two teamed up for, you and Letitia. Like, if you don't like her, then leave. Y'all are millionaires. That's what Letitia said. Y'all millionaires. So why do y'all need the show? Why? Y'all don't like her fan base? Then go do something else that we don't care. We would go silent on you guys still. Still, we would go silent. You guys keep calling us out. Marcel did that with the club the other day. Maurice did that with his lawsuit. Now you coming with this. And Libido don't come out with nothing because we don't care. Okay. Right? I don't know, guys. I don't know. What do you guys think of Sunny? What are your thoughts on Sunny? I don't know why people are trying to attack her. My personal opinion is I don't feel Sunny did anything wrong. I honestly believe that in relationship throughout the world where you meet somebody, it don't matter how you meet that person, as long as the person is not married, the person does not have a child with this person, that wasn't his fiance, why is there an issue with him moving on with Sunny? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And I don't think people should be so hard on her. She's going to be on the show. Let's hear her side of the story. Let's hear Moses' side of the story. Because we know Destiny, the truth is not in her. The truth is not in Destiny at all. And we've all experienced that. This was a friend of Melody. Someone Melody considered a friend. And what did she do? She couldn't choose a side. Let's talk about why her and her husband not together. Was it because she was still allegedly talking to Moses? What husband do a DNA test on their child if they know that their wife is faithful to them? Come on now. Destiny's not innocent. She's a snake. And she's doing this to garner sympathy. Sunny so far. You love Sunny? You like Sunny? Anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on for a few. If no one else wanted to come up and talk, we just want Stormy to stop. Stop, because you're so predictable that we know what you're going to do. You're going to cry mental health. You're going to cry bullying. You got to look up the word stalking. Stalking. Did you get harassing letters? Right? You said that you're being stalked. How? Can you take that to the court and prove it to the court that you were being stalked? I don't know, y'all. Diamond Princess said he did 3 DNA tests. Okay. I don't blame him. Because word on the curb, she was still in communication with Moses. Stormy is irrelevant. Letitia and Marcel is irrelevant. Kimmy and Maurice is irrelevant. They all are, and I hope they got demoted, because I don't want to hear about Kimmy's problem that she's having in the bedroom. I don't care. I don't care. Let me do a coleslaw. Let me do a coleslaw. I don't care. Yeah, Diamond Princess, you were right. Does anyone else want to come up and give their opinion on this? I think I already dropped the link. If not, I'm going to end the live because I don't want to talk about Stormy. She's giving me a headache. That's not hearsay. Hearsay. No, that I know. This Dawn December. This I know is true. This I know is true. It's not hearsay. Anyway, guys, y'all know that I don't normally come live. A few of my subscribers DM'd me and wanted me to go live to talk about Stormy and this whole situation. So Cheryl says, I think this is a test to run to what the climate is now. Exactly. We're not falling for it, Stormy. Be happy we even gave you this much attention. You know we normally don't. We don't. Because we don't have time. We don't want to talk about you guys anymore. Y'all don't want us to talk about you, then okay, we're mum. We're silent. Diamond says, Stormy need to worry about why she's on the Ozempic. Ooh, because she didn't lose that weight working out. She's on Ozempic. I honestly believe that too. Oh, okay. Hey, Queen. I think your mic is mute.
Hello.
Okay. Yes, I can hear you now. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So what do you think about Stormy coming for us?
I don't like Stormy. And Stormy is friends with one of my friends on another show. And so when I brought that up, she kind of shied away from it. She was like, "Well, I've been friends with Stormy for about 11 years." I said, "Well, you better watch her."
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
so me we both friends with Latrice Rogers on the Bell Collective.
Oh,
Me and Stormy.
okay.
So the
Wow.
only time I'll come in contact with Stormy is when Latrice has something that I'm invited to and she invites Stormy. I don't care for Stormy.
I don't know what her problem is or why she does not like Melody. I can't. I don't know.
She's jealous. She's jealous of Melody.
Mm. Well, she only.
She admires Melody, but she don't want Melody to know it because she's actually admire her and jealous of her at the same time.
She want Melody to win, but she is winning even with her hatred. Her hatred is fueling Melody winning.
Hmm. And it just pull more people to Melody.
Melody, yeah. Period.
That's what they don't realize. And the more hate and shade they throw, the more fans it's gonna go to Melody.
They're thinking backwards. They're not thinking, wait a minute, why are we giving these millimeters so many, like they're it. And the more you talk about it, the more you come from Mel, is the more we're gonna keep talking and more fans are gonna come and Melody's fan base is gonna build bigger and bigger and bigger. Period.
Right.
So where do you live? Like in Huntsville?
Birmingham. I'm an hour 42 minutes away
Oh wow.
from Huntsville.
Wow.
I've been in Huntsville a lot because I was trying to move there, but the COVID was still out real heavy, and so it was kind of hard to move there. So I didn't get to move there. But I have family there, and I have friends there.
Wow. A
And that's
real
how I know about the DNA test. That's why I was saying it's not hearsay. It's a fact that it was 3 DNA tests taken for baby law. This is facts. Yeah, because I'm friends with the family. That's
yeah.
how I know.
So then to my thing is, so why are people coming for Sunny when you know what you did to your husband for him to leave you?
Because she was still cheating with Moses and he found out.
That's what
That's
I
why.
heard, allegedly. Let's say allegedly. That's what I heard, allegedly.
No, it's not alleged on my part. It's facts.
And then I remember her when her and Martell had that conversation. She was like, "Oh, I'm dating someone that I used to date, and he's now pursuing me hard." I'm like, I don't know if y'all remember that part, that clip where she was telling Martell about redating Moses again.
hmm
Mm,
You need to watch that video I sent to you from
okay,
Keisha.
okay.
Keisha went to school with Moses and Sonny.
Oh,
Keisha is AKA Color Me Pink. She's a content creator. On that
oh,
video, if you watch it, you will see that Keisha discovered who Sonny is. Cause her bestie told her, girl, we went to school with her. And she like, who was she? She like, the cheerleader girl, like a year or two behind us. And that's when Keisha realized, I know the damn girl. That's just what she said. She said, I know the damn girl. And I know Moses too, because he friends with her cousins.
oh, wow. Well, I can't wait
Well,
for Sonya to get on, tell her story, and for people to
mhm.
stop hating on her, thinking that she stole Moses
She
from the.
didn't steal him. She
She
been
didn't,
knowing him all the time.
exactly. She didn't do that.
She
If
didn't steal him. She been knowing Moses all the time. And then I heard that Moses didn't want Destiny. He really wanted to keep Destiny to the curb because Destiny was on that podcast talking about she broke up after she figured out he wasn't her husband. No, correction was he broke up with you because he said she didn't have any goals and that she was broke.
she don't have any goals, she's just like Martell. Try something, trying to see if it will stick, trying to latch
Hmm
herself onto somebody who's coming up.
hmm
And you're talking about, oh, when you're going to the top, you're gonna bring everyone, and you still haven't budged. You went on Carla's show talking about, oh, I'm doing good, everything's going great.
hmm
We cannot
Right.
see that in your podcast. Where's
And
your
then
dad?
he made sure he stressed that Destiny was broke because see, he have his own business and
Right.
he either a millionaire or close to a millionaire status. He has a very successful business in St.
Mm,
Louis.
mm. See? And she's out here. If a man wants you, he's gonna choose you. Clearly, he did not
hmm
want you, and he chose the person he wanted, and that was Sunny. So how is she
hmm
at fault for something that a man chased her to be with? If he
Now,
wanted Destiny, he would have stayed with Destiny.
Destiny got played because Destiny was a side chick for over 15 years with this man when he was married to his first wife. Come on now. Watch the video, Ebony. Watch the video. You're gonna be hollering the whole way. You're gonna be like, what? That's why I sent it to you. I made sure to get in touch with Keisha. I'm like, wait a minute, what is video Keisha made? See, I seen the video when Keisha made the video, the first part of this year. And I
Oh,
went back and found it. And then I sent it out to my crew. And so you and part of my crew, and so I sent it to you. I was like, now these people need to know. Because it started with T Talk. T Talk was like, man, now, so how did it go with Sonny? I was like, wait a minute, hold on. You accept my invite on IG, and I'm
right.
gonna send you the same evidence. This is why I was telling T Talk with your girl, and she accepted the thing, and she's like, "Girl, hush your mouth." I said, "Mm-hmm." That means keep talking, bitch. That's what that means. When
Okay.
a woman say, "Hush your mouth," that means keep talking, bitch. That's what my grandmama used to tell me. And so now she know, and when you watch it, you gonna know.
It's
It's a
crazy.
whole lot. It's a
I
lot.
I just
Even
want people.
wedding pictures. They wedding pictures. They been married. They just didn't have a big wedding. They had a private, intimate wedding.
Mhm.
I seen all kind of pictures. I even connected with Sunny on Facebook. She's
Wow,
very humble and she's very nice.
very beautiful. She's very.
hmm And said Moses' real name is Jason.
Oh, really?
Jason Monroe.
Also, it's not Moses.
Not according to Keisha.
Oh,
It's
well, you
Jason.
certainly got the tea. You certainly got the tea.
Just watch the video, you'll see it all, and you'll be like, what she said there?
Right. I
I was
will.
tripping. I was hollering the whole way. I'm like, oh, Keisha ass got all the news. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it. But I do love Sunny. I wish people would give her a chance before, don't just attack her saying she stole anybody's boyfriend. If a man don't want to be kept, he just don't want to be kept by you.
Right.
So there's no
And
stealing.
they're gonna
What?
throw major shade at her. They're gonna throw major shade at her on that show. You know why? Because she just got her doctorate degree.
She's very
She
smart.
got a
Yeah.
doctorate. Yeah, she got a doctorate in something about media media studies or theater, something to do with filmmaking. She
Mhm.
just got her doctorate. So she is Dr. Sunny Monroe.
Right. And see, so she's going places. She's going places. And where's
And
Destiny?
so, and see, that's a storyline for her because she is a doctor. And, the Melody has honorary doctorate. And
Mhm.
so there's going to be major shade towards them two because they the only two that have that doctor title in front of their name.
Crazy that these people who are all, I'm gonna say put alleged before, who are allegedly crooks, all of them has a hatred for Melody for no
Hmm.
apparent reason. For none.
They ain't gonna,
Melody has no record, and they all
right.
do
Well, watch.
that
Soon
too.
as Sonny fan base build up, watch. They gonna give her that same hate. So just watch now. I said it. I said it first on
All right,
March the 23rd of
Marcia,
2024. Just
first.
watch. I said it first.
I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of them attacking Melody, and then now trying to make it look like Melody's the one who's telling us to do anything at all. We're
She
all
not telling grown people. She ain't
we're all
telling grown people what to do.
and it's just that because they don't have the fan base they have people who are following them. Don't get me wrong. They got people following them. They just don't have a fan base that will stand for them like how we stand up for Melody. That's
Right.
it. They have all them people following them. And where are they? Except for one who's coming out trying to get clout. I don't know why she at me in anything. I don't know you, ma'am. Don't at me in anything. That's why you're blocked. You're not going to get
Uh,
any clicks and views off my name. Period. Period. But guys, I just wanted to come on here for a quick second and talk about this.
Damn,
So
that's cutting them haters, honey.
let's go over there to Diana Rose. I believe Chris Fletcher announced that the show will be back in May. But go over there. She
Mhm.
got some juicy tea from Chris Fletcher on her most recent video that she posted. So guys,
Mhm.
that's it from now. I'm so tired. But Melody's stuff is making my face look so pretty. Use her product, it's good. Anyway, I'm ending this live. I'll talk to y'all later.
Alrighty.
Bye, Miss December. I'll see you. I'm gonna go check my
Bye.
bye.
It's the Club Ebony.
Right?
Your people gonna be called the besties.
The besties. Okay, I like that. I like that.
I figure you would. I came up with that.
I love it.
You
Thank
got
you.
the besties. Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye bye.